20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to reform or pause and reflect. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Don't go round saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. The trouble ain't that there is too many fools, but that the lightning ain't distributed right. It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. The man who does not work has no right to eat. A lie can travel halfway around the world, while the truth is putting on its shoes. The more things are forbidden, the more popular they become. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Familiarity breeds contempt, and children, do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. When in doubt, tell the truth. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. It's not what you don't know that gets you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. The more I see of the world, the more I am dissatisfied with it. Loyalty to the country always. Loyalty to the government when it deserves it. It is easier to stay out than get out. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. Work is a necessary evil to be avoided. Gossip is what no one claims to like, but everybody endures. There are many humorous things in the world, among them the white man's notion that he is less savage than the other savages. The holy passion of friendship is so sweet and steady and loyal and enduring in nature that it will last through a whole lifetime if not asked to lend money. In religion and politics, people's beliefs and convictions are in almost every case gotten at second hand and without examination. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. Get your facts first, and then you can distort them as much as you please. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. Man is the only animal that blushes or needs to. The gentle reader will never know what a consummate ass he can become until he goes abroad. It takes your enemy and your friend working together to hurt you, the one to slander you, and the other to get the news to you. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Don't part with your illusions when they are gone. You may still exist, but you have ceased to live. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining and wants it back the minute it begins to rain. Education, that which reveals to the wise and conceals from the stupid the vast limits of their knowledge. The very ink with which all history is written is merely fluid prejudice. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Don't wait, the time will never be just right. To do nothing at all is the most difficult thing in the world, the most difficult and the most intellectual. The report of my death was an exaggeration. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. The man who does not read good books has no advantage over the man who can't read them. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. These quotes capture Mark Twain's wit, wisdom, and unique perspective on life and human nature.